Hello, hello, and welcome to what is the fun of day 69. Nice, by the way. And not only is it nice, it's also annoying because it reset my frame. So, like, apologies that the multi-hunting frame and the standard frame are both wonky now. I still need to adjust this one again. But hi, welcome along to my insanity once more. Now I need to stretch this out just a little bit. Yeah, so this frame for some reason got reset. It reset my microphone settings. Great, of course. Why would it do such a thing? And the thing is, I didn't even upload or update. I didn't update OBS, so this is just pure everything wanting to act up for me. So, joy. How did it reset my microphone settings? Like, wait, like my filters? Oh, huh. Interesting. I sound raw. Great. Great. Just what I needed on day 69. Oh well, I can't really do anything about it right now. I mean, maybe I can just like reset the compressor, the limiter, and the noise suppression stuff, but I don't know. Oh, you know what? I think I have an idea. Where is it? Yeah, I realize that. It's fine, we can keep going. Hold on. I think I know what it is. Mm-hmm. How about now? Any difference? Speak, but don't pretend. No. You're not gonna get me to do that. I'm already recording. But does it sound better? It should. Great, so not only did it reset my frames, it also reset my microphone, which I know why it did. Not I know why, but I know how to fix that one. Sometimes whenever my microphone does that, it's because it switches to a different device. The reason why it sounded raw is because it wasn't going through Wavelink, which has my proper actual settings on it. So Wavelink itself has a noise removal and I have I think a gate on it as well. And that's where the actual like good settings are. So yeah, but that should be good now. Whenever you were hearing me raw, it was literally listening from the microphone itself and only applying the OBS filters. Hi Kai. Dude, everything for some reason, and it could just be because I haven't updated OBS, I guess, maybe, but my frames are reset and I can still see the game is peeking out the bottom. I don't like it. Maybe that. The frame that's around the games. It changed it. Here, I want you to see something real quick. So what you can't tell that I'm doing right now is in my frames section, I have multi-hunt frame, which is this one, and I have the standard frame for whenever we're playing one game. I am toggling on and off the standard frame and nothing is appearing on screen. But get this, if I add a source, if I just add a new source, and it is, where is it? and it's the image that I use for my standard background. You'll see it here in a moment. It'll pop up in the top left corner. So it recognizes that it's there. It just for some reason isn't showing up. And that's not me adding a new one. That's just me adding an existing one. So for some reason it's like borked. So I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. But oh well. Let's get the first check out of the way 5 minutes into this. But yeah, hi. How is everyone? Aside from the raw microphone quality from earlier. Alright, at least the counter sound still works. Alright, two things. It's into the recording. Two things. One, hi Koki, Char Char. Secondly, thank you Ace the Cinderace for following as well, which happened when I last streamed. You ate 10 double cheeseburgers? Please tell me over the course. Hi Kai, Char Char. Please tell me that's over the course of like since I last streamed and not just today. Hi Roman, how you doing, buddy? How's the how's? I'm recording, so I don't know how much you want me to say, but yeah, like Kai asked, how you doing? How you feeling? Welcome to day 69. And as you can see, it's a very nice day for everything to be scuffed. Apparently, I can only have water. I don't have like, I don't have my zero sugar sodas. I don't have a Monster. I have water, no flavoring. My taste buds are like, what's going on? Where's my taste? Doing pretty good. You slept so much better last night. You're so relieved. Glad to hear it. Bro, Roman, you should. Yeah, eventually you should stream again so we can all just send like you a bunch of like food and love and support. Like with like sometime this weekend. You know, like for Easter. No, but seriously, I truly hope that you've been feeling a lot better. Especially with what you've gone through. Yeah, I know. No, he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to hit start so we can just send him stuff. That's it. He doesn't have to be there. Just get it set up. Make it have it on the starting student screen the entire time. You don't plan on returning until at least May or June. Been working on your Ultra Sun playthrough for a possible shiny hunt over there. Almost to Guzma. Guzma what, dude? No. Obviously, you need to have your rest. I was just making a joke that you should just hit start so we can all just send you a bunch of treats. Yeah, I never played Ultra Sun Moon. The last games I played were Platinum. Which is exactly why we'll be doing a Nuzlocke starting the 28th. Is that the actual date? Well, the 20th is when it technically starts, but I think the first stream that we'll be doing is on the 3rd. So Playa's your goat forever. I'm pretty sure it's like a lot of people's goats. It's one of the best ones. Koki, why you lying? You need more full odds in it? Oh, what do you think I'm doing? You just need to get your fire red and leaf green? Same, brother, and like 2 other generations. Think you're treating yourself to Black and Black 2 after your whole fiasco? Do it. Do it. What? Why are you thinking? Just do it. By the way, whenever you said Guzma, my brain went to 2 thoughts. It went to Guzzlord and it went to Necrozma for some reason. Can't wait for the black and white remake on the Switch too. Oh boy. You guys are wanting remakes for games I've never played. Could you imagine? Like, it's like, oh, no. I don't get to experience the original black and white. I gotta play the remake first. it's not my fault that like Pokemon for me peaked at platinum and I stopped getting them after that. Thinking because you're not sure if what you'll get will be legit or not. Hoping to find a credible seller. Ah. Everyone stopped after Gen 4 because it was so bad. That's the exact reason why whenever I would decide to return to Pokemon, I played Legends Arceus. You know, a Gen 4 game. Technically. Same as Platinum. I can't, like, if I wasn't attached to my Platinum, I would honestly sell you my Platinum. But I adore the game too much. You didn't play Pokemon from like 2006, 2009? Or like all the new games you mean? Oh, I mean, fair. However, Roman, I will say, I know that there are, I have a few game stores locally that I know have a couple of copies of Platinum. Bruh. Your sister, however, has her old Heart Gold and Soul Silver games, so you'll be getting those from her. Nice. I'm guessing you prefer the more physical media for Pokemon. It doesn't bother me so long as I can play it. But I guess some people have that, like, they love the physical media of it. Didn't even say anything about Gastrodon. Chimera is about to go Will Smith on Koki. Just, oh boy. Code injecting a shotgun into Gen 4. You prefer since you grow up with physical cartridges? I get that. I truly do. I love the fact that I have all my PS2 games. Like, I've enjoyed having so many of like the PlayStation games that my PS4, like it has some digital games, but those are games that are only digital. But I've made it a note to where every single game that I own for PS4, they're on disc, if I can help it. Obviously with Xbox, like I have a Series S, so it doesn't even play disc, so that kind of sucks. Cookie does have a small point. Diamond and Pearl were not great. They were really freaking slow, but Platinum is so good, and so is Heart Gold Soul Silver. But see, the thing is, the special edition of every single generation in 1 through 4 were always the best ones because they made so many improvements. To be fair, the Gen 4 remakes do suck. But that's just because they had bad design decisions. Especially nowadays where you don't technically own digital games anymore, but that's a whole other can of worms. It is, and I think it's stupid that people are like, you don't own the games if it's digital. It's like, I paid for it, therefore I do own it. The DSP's only redeemable quality is the Underground, and the fact that you can legally catch a Shiny Arceus. Cat, why are you up so early? You're never up at noon. What are you doing? Hi, by the way. How you been, Cat? Because I'm an idiot and don't know you. I mean, I know you got a different job, but I didn't realize it allowed you to be awake at noon. They're in a PLA? Yeah, but PLAs can't be shiny. You're usually up at 9 a.m.? I didn't mark you as a morning person. I mean, you've always been like a night owl to me, like the entire time I've known you. But then again, also as a reminder, that is not my cat. Maybe that'll be the first shiny hunt when you return. By all means, do it. What if you gamble all? That'd be a very silly decision. We had this conversation before. You gotta be careful what you say, Kat. I record this for YouTube. I think Gen 7 is the weakest. Ultra Sun and Moon are basically the exact same game with small story changes towards the end. But didn't they add more legendaries because of the ultra wormholes? Bro. Okay, I don't think anyone's going to catch up to you. Hitting another fancy gamble. No gyms, just silent challenges. Who should we worry about then? I don't know. Oh, the ultra, yeah. The wormhole's only a good thing. But I mean, it's kind of cool that you can, that like they decided to bring back all the legendaries for it. Or not all of them, but you know what I mean. Actually, isn't Ultra Sun and Moon the game that has the most legendaries in it? Before DLCs? When am I sending you a 9070 GPU? If I'm sending anyone any kind of GPU, I'm sending myself one. Dude, the Alolan Vulpix is so adorable. I love the fact that it's like just ice covered, and I love the fact that its shiny is just slightly like more purple. So you guys are killing my chat. You know how hard it is to read a fast chat? I've been rocking Primarina, Decidueye, Krookodile, Matang, Pyroar, and Hakamoa. Actually, before starting a brand new run. And then just transferred them in. Is that what you did? That's so smart. I've been thinking about doing runs like that where like I'll use Pokemon from the previous like generation if I can transfer them in. Or like from a different game. I'm making fur coats out of Vulpixes. It wouldn't surprise me if that's stuff that like actually happens in the game for like with Team Rocket. Or the other Evo organizations. Please do not type faster in chat. I can only read so fast and reply so fast. I'm gonna be so thirsty with this water that I have. Yeah, I made the tutorial part easy. Dude, I have to go through the tutorial in order to prepare myself for the Nuzlocke for PLA. And I am not ready to do that. Because then I have to turn off the autosave. So that way, in case I fail the Nuzlocke, I can just at least restart without having to do the tutorial again. Works pretty fast as today. Pretty fast as it Moxie. It's a great run through mon. I need to keep that in mind for those games then. Crocodile. Because it's speed and Moxie. Alright. I'm guessing Moxie increases its speed stat again. It's also one of your favorite mons. Do you just like alligator Pokemon? Attack? Oh, okay. Attack up on KO. Interesting. Is it so it's a hidden ability? Oh. You know, I still don't understand how you actually get those. I understand that they're like special like abilities, but I don't know how you actually get them. You guess you do because you also like Skeledirge and Feraligatr. Yeah, but Skeledirge looks like sick. No. I get what you mean. Like Gyarados, it's a hidden ability, not for Crocodile. I get what you mean. Don't worry. I just mean I don't know how to get hidden abilities for any Pokemon in general. I know that the 3 starters for PLA with the event that they did in Pokemon Home, those have their hidden abilities apparently, or something like that. If you transfer them into games with abilities. In Scarlet and Violet, you can get them via ability patches, which you get from Terra raids. Ah, so things I'm not ever going to do, because by the time I get to Scarlet and Violet, there's going to be no raids. Just like with Sword and Shield. Back in the day. Alright, give us the old man's tail, Kai. The OG way to get hidden ability was the Dream World. It was like this browser-based thing. You only did it a few times, but man, that was interesting. But that was in black and white. Where hidden ability is not a thing before Gen 5. Sword and Shield still has raids, as far as you know. You recall doing a Gigantamax Colossal one a while ago. Interesting. I wonder, I think back in my spreadsheet, I think there was like one Pokemon that was like linked to like the raids in Sword and Shield that could be shiny, I think, but I don't remember what it is. And that's if I'm recalling correctly. So it'd be cool if that raid's still possible. Raids are gonna live until they shut everything off. That's it, no more Pokemon. Generation 30, we're calling it. Also, feel free to fish. There's so many TCG pocket cards that are available that no one's gotten. No one's gotten a crown card yet. We have a lot of we have every single card from Genetic Apex in there. And some of the promo cards. Yeah, like let's check that real quick. How many do we have in here? 476, and as you can see, 314 is what we're sitting at. I need to lock the frames before I accidentally start moving things again. Oh, of course. There's the pretty boy Arcanon. Dude, whenever they change the way that the rarities work in the fishing minigame, I had to go back through and like reevaluate where I needed everything to be. That's not Pikachu. You're right, it's not. I'm still waiting to see if somebody can get a crown, get the crown Pikachu. He's gonna be the first one. And what's gonna be the first crown Pokemon? You'll say. The Scarlet Vibe rates are so much worse with what we get than it was in Sword and Shield. It's so boring, like why do we need these Pokemon? Doesn't Game Freak / Nintendo choose the Pokemon that they want in it? Also, what even is the point of the raids other than just getting materials more so than the Pokemon? Because if all the Pokemon are available as catchable anyway. You Greninja. With that stupid water shuriken ability. You get a rare mark, that's it. I don't think that's worth it. Like, the cool thing about PLA with the alphas is that, you know, they're stronger variants. Why are the Terra Raid Pokemon not stronger variants like the alphas from PLA? The Paldean starter raids were good though, since we can now Masuda hunt them legitly. I guess that's a fair point too. I mean, but there's still pros and cons though. Like, it just feels kind of weird that it's very specific circumstances to where the raids are actually good. But I still think that they should do something along the lines of make like stronger variants. Yeah, sure, it kind of has like this whole like kind of side effect whenever you start involving like the competitions. Because like, what if I miss this Terra raid that happens to have a very good Pokemon in it? That's like good for competition. Need some shiny Rayquaza was a plus. Hey, I don't need a shiny Rayquaza. Imagine shiny hunting. Yeah, I know, it couldn't be me. You know. I do once a week. Oh, I touched on briefly with the Nuzlocke. Whenever we do the Nuzlocke, we'll be temporarily doing that in place of this. So we'll kind of like go on like a small hiatus for shiny hunting, because I at least want to be able to do a Nuzlocke for once. And I'll talk about all the rules for it probably next weekend, since that will be the weekend right before it starts. The starters, Mew and Mewtwo event and Ray was all they did. Interesting. I'm glad that they're still doing mythicals though. Oh, so if you don't have an ad yet, you're about to get hit by one. One day I will get to experience a raid. The only raids I've experienced are the ones in Pokemon Go. And even those I'm not good at. Granted, the only Pokemon I need from Pogo is Meltan and Melmetal. Which, obviously, as I said before, and I'll just reiterate it, I am going to have to do offline. However, I will say they do kind of break the mold in all of this. Because, like, if their event where they can be shiny Meltans again, it's going to break the order in which I have to do these. Which sucks. But those two Pokemon are literally the only ones that will kind of be excluded from the per gen thing just because of how seldom their shiny event is in Pogo. So are we thinking that Articuno is going to go over? Like Bulbasaur? Yes? Okay. No faith? No faith in the under 16k Articuno? I mean, I still have to catch it, Koki. So it's possible. Like, I might lose it. Wouldn't it be funnier to see my first, like, lost shiny? I don't think you're thinking of the possibilities. What if I accidentally run away from the Articuno? What if I accidentally kill it with a perfectly placed Thunderbolt crit? Who knows? Oh, finding it is half the battle. Literally, in this case. What if I get connection error and it despawns? I'd be concerned if my computer if my computer was to crash as soon as a shiny Articuno appears. I'm gonna be livid. It's one thing for it to randomly crash, like whenever I was like playing like Metroid Prime 2, I think is what it was. It might have been 3. Or like even when we were playing like other games on here like Off or LSD, whichever one crashed last time. I think it was LSD. Like where the stakes really aren't that high, but the stakes are a bit higher. I think I'd actually be kind of mad if my computer like blue screen during that time. It probably will happen at some point. But I'm hoping it's not anytime soon. You're sad you missed the LSD. You missed it twice, actually. I think you missed Off twice as well, because I've streamed LSD and Off at the same time, like each time. It's okay. The Dream emulation, I think, is only at like day 30, so you still have a full year worth of content to like look forward to. You hate your work schedule. It's okay, Koki. Look, I just love having you along. Like, I know that you're in my corner even when you're not here. And that's why I appreciate anyone who stops by. Sweet. Dude, 1,805,300 red orbs. You are so far in first, you're essentially rank 0. The second place person is at like 500k, I think. Actually, I think that it was you anyway, so The second place person's probably at 300. No, it is K-Pad. I forgot that he was there. I always forget about K-Pad. Oh, he changed his name. It hasn't been here since. You think Stream Elements will rectify that? Yeah, he changed it to K-Pad Gaming. Does the arbitration for not Poggies actually reflect that? It does. So for Twitch, the emotes, it changes the arbitration to him. Or it changes the name of the arbitration, which is good. I just wonder if Stream Elements will do the same thing. Thank you, Guy, for lurking. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Get yourself some coffee. Or hot chocolate, depending on how cold it is. But knowing that the raids for Sword and Shield are still going on is actually very good to know. I might just still be able to get the shiny Pokemon I'm thinking of that were only in raids. I guess I could, like, grab my laptop and check to see what it is. They just loop? Well, I'm hoping that the one that loops is the one that I need. Which is why I need to have my laptop and see who it is. Rating DAs will probably still be around until they shut down Switch services. Interesting. See, interestingly enough, like, DAs I wasn't scared of because I know people are doing those. I think it's just because I don't see people doing raids. Unless they're in Scarlet Violet. Alright, come on, laptop. No one enter the raffle? How dare you? Why do I have so many things open? Pokemon checklist. Not even a fan of DAs to you, it's boring. Like you cannot really do them solo. Is it because the battles are hard, or because it just doesn't let you do it solo? Unless you, like, pull some shenanigans. Okay, we're talking about Sword and Shield. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Oh, I see. I'm not thinking of Sword and Shield. I'm thinking of, I'm thinking of max raid battles. So I think that's something completely different, isn't it? There's some really hard DAs for sure, like Zygardes, where you absolutely need the perfect team comp for. Great. I'm sure by that point I'll be an expert at Pokemon and I'll know all match type ups and I won't get caught with my pants down. Ever. But yeah, the so here, I'm just going through Sword and Shield as well, just to check. These are all event Chinese. Now we're in Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, it's max raid battles. Since it's in the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon section, I'm assuming that max raid battles were tied to that. And the Pokemon was Zeraora, or however you say its name. You need the right path, or you just wiped 1,000 arrows. That's the Decidueye's, like, signature move, right? It's like, what is it? It's a fighting move that increases, like, the crit chances, right? Hi, Sal Char. At least that's how it has me understand it in PLA. 2 sips? Alright. And a third one from Koki. 4. All right. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. All right. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. We good? We good? 7 plus 5 is 12. We good? Are you done torturing me with waterboarding? Alright, let me also get the increment that I had now. I have to open the tab for. I can close my laptop. I'm pretty sure I did say the charge there for you, Sal. All right, the increment has been incremented successfully. Dude, 12 sips of water when having not like barely drink any. It's rough. I see why Kat almost always has to burp when she drinks her water. She guzzles that stuff down, dude. She's a water fiend. By the way, if it's been a while since you've been here, if you look in the bottom center, you can see that we have some new cursed emotes to add to the collection of weird things to throw at other streamers. However, I think one is missing actually. Am I right? There, yep, yeah, it's missing one. It's missing the best one. I don't even know if I have the best one. Do I have the bestest one here? I do. There it is. All right, there you go. How did that one not reset? All right, there's what? And there's the stare. The Wigglytuff stare. We also hit 11,300 resets. Also coming on Monday, we should be finally starting Split Fiction with Sal. Which means at some point, Sal will have to test the audio for Discord to make sure that it's good before we start. What if you gamble all? Oh, you don't get greedy now. If you wait to the end of the month and gamble all, then you can see if you can beat Sal's record. Okay, then. Now you have 3.6 million. Koki, please give me a heart attack every time you do this. Heart palpitations, I should say. Kat, are you just falling asleep on your keyboard on conveniently the Z key? Also, going out of your way to randomly capitalize and uncapitalize letters is wild. Yep, 5.4 is the record. Cat, please don't. I know that you can spam because you're VIP, but please. It's hard to capitalize all these Z's. That's why caps lock exists. That and obviously copy and paste. Becca, if you just wait to the end of the month and gamble all then, you can see if you can beat Sal's record. I believe you can do it if you just wait a minute. This is boring. I know it is, because nothing's happening. Maybe if Articuno just shined. Just give me shiny luck. It's that easy. But why did I want to do this? Because it's, nothing ever happens? Welcome to me. But no, I do this because it's a fun way for me to just hang out with people. Like you. And Sal. And Kai. And Roman. And Goki. And anyone else who happens to stop by. It's almost like just chatting, but instead of just chatting, we're just shiny hunting. Saturdays are never the days where anything real exciting happens other than getting shinies. Yeah, exactly. Shiny is just chatting in disguise. I mean, obviously a lot of people have like success doing it. Shine Patrol for one is obviously the biggest one that I can think of. Like, I don't know if that's what he's always been doing, but based on his name, I'm going to assume such things.
Hello, hello. My team unfortunately lost today, so this shiny needs to show up and cheer me up.
Aw,
Dat Spy 2 Mudkip.
I'm sorry, Spy. Thank you for the 1 bit, though. So, what sport do you play against, Spy? Was it like volleyball? If I remember correctly? I know there was somebody who was like talking about being in a tournament, but that was like weeks ago. Football. I remember ball. Which football? Like soccer football or football football? With people being, you're British? Uh-huh. With people being from all over the place, it's kind of hard to tell. The real football? You know, the one that involves kicking and using your feet, as opposed to the one where you're holding it, like playing rugby. I'll never understand how come we call it football when it's really just rugby in disguise. It also has a ball. It's not really a ball. American football doesn't really use a ball. You use like some weird like, I don't know, what would you describe an American football as? Egg. I get, yeah. A pigskin egg. See, that's probably why they didn't call it that. American hand egg just sounds very strange. To be fair, we took football and changed it to soccer. Don't know what that's about. I know, let's call it football. But we only kick the ball at one certain point in the game. At 2 certain points. And when you kick the ball, it can do varying different things. There's a whole skit from SNL talking about like the American Revolution days, like before it, where they're talking about like all the different things that they'll do as America, as the USA, and one of them involved football. Football, sir? Nintendo took Super Soccer away from you? Please tell me Super Soccer had nothing to do with like the rest of the world's football, and it was just something completely unrelated, like tennis or like badminton. mean, we invented football and originally called it soccer, but then America started calling it soccer, so then it stopped being a cool name. Bro, anytime something gets Americanified, it loses so much cool value. I mean, have you seen the place? Bro, just I need to understand why it's called football. When it's clearly just rugby, but with more defined rules. And what's also wild is we play rugby here sometimes. Just straight rugby. Not with like an official league or anything like that, but it's just like, what? The football team support is actually going to be playing in America at some point this year. Oh boy. Please, for my sake, win. America needs to be proven that they're not the top of everything. Gonna be playing at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Spoiler, I don't know what that is. Like, even famous stadiums like Madison Square Garden, don't know where it's at. Like, I want to say New York, but I don't know. I don't actually know. It could be in Wisconsin for all I know. I'm almost like, is it Zoro from One Piece? Like, I don't know where anything is. There's no American teams involved. It's literally 4 teams from the Premier League playing against each other here. Oh, were all the stadiums waterlogged? Like, brother, there's so many beautiful places to, and beautiful stadiums around the world to play your like games at. Why here? Don't ask, you were confused as well when you heard about it. Everybody just thrown up a big huh? Like, what do you mean? Okay, let's go to a stadium where everyone is foreign. Everyone in the stands. Why only 4 teams? Yeah, why only 4 teams? Like, if you're gonna come here, do like a full-on bracket. Why 4 teams? That's only 2 games. Oh, sorry, 3 games. Oh, or is it something like round robin, where it's like each team faces each other at least once? Is it like that? And we hit 11-4. What you staring at, Koki? You staring at the 10 cheeseburgers you ate? Cheeseburgers. Well, if you gamble all, you're gonna just do it. You're already committed to doing it. Once you say that, you're already like, all right, I'm doing it. I can't worry if you lose all your orbs. It's too bad for my health. Okay, you're not doing it. 12 seconds from now. Oh no, Koki. Oh no, boy. Not even the founders know why it's only 14. What? Sure. Alright, you 4 teams are coming. We are? Yes. And why? Because we asked? Sure. We're still getting paid though, right? Of course. Alright. Please tell me it's like... Please tell me it's at least like the 4 best teams or something. And not just 4 random teams with differing skill levels and different standings in the actual league. Oh, I just realized I can do TCG Pocket stuff real quick for you guys. I can give you 2 packs. Let's see if I can get a shiny in TCG Pocket. I still only have the one Kakuna. Alright, Shining Revelry. Alright, pack 1. Is red, Magmar, Jigglypuff, Drifloon, and the Pokemon Center Lady. So nothing new there. Oh, in a bout of sheer skill, I ended up getting a the 2-star Team Rocket Grunts from what's it called? Wonder Pick. Really cool. Speaking of Team Rocket Grunt, I just got a normal Team Rocket Grunt. Lopunny, Ekans, Lickitung. Oh. I got my boy. Hold on. Now I need to go to therapy real quick. I got my boy. I got me Giratina. And I'll show you exactly which one as soon as I figure out where it's at. Just saving downloads for now. 1 big team and 3 sort of big team. What? All right, I think I already know who's gonna win. All right, so the card I just got is this bad boy. I got me boy. I got my boy Giratina. Dude, Giratina is my favorite legendary, bar none. And I get the Pikachu EX. The one, the Thunderbolt? I don't remember if I got it or not. You have a raffle, I check. Do I have the Pikachu EX? That is the only electric card I'm missing. But I got that Giratina. Look at him. He's so cute. Don't know why he's not in origin form, but I'll take it. Let me just make him small and put him here. Put him on showcase for a little bit. The 4 teams are Man United, Bournemouth, Everton, the team you support, and West Ham. What about East Ham? Why do the Hams gotta be separated? Man United and West Ham are below Everton in the Premier League at the moment with Bournemouth, is that how you say it? Having the highest placement out of the 4 of them, being 8th in the league. Nice, Sal. Nice. Got a can. Bruh. Is it Bournemouth as opposed to Bournemouth? You Brits and your funny ways of saying things. Like Worcestershire. Your second pronunciation was correct? Bournemouth. Oh boy. I remember like the whole like talk about Worcestershire sauce. And like whenever I was I don't remember how old I was whenever I was dating her. But like I was dating somebody from England. And like she asked me how I said the word, and obviously me not know how to say it at all. Said it phonetically. So like every single syllable. Like I was speaking Latin or something like that, like all phonetics. And like the laugh from it made me realize that like there's a lot of really weird words out there that really only have one correct pronunciation. And because of the fact that it's such a very odd word, you kind of have to say it in the British way. There's an East Ham football club, but West Ham has way more history than East Ham. What about the North and South? What about Centerham? You remember her? What about underground ham? What about overground ham? Why are we burying the ham? We should be burying the hatchet, not the ham. Oh boy. Is ham short for something? Like, is it like Hamburg? Is that what it is? East and West Hamburg? Like, why would you name your football team after a food? Come on, Giratini EX, give me some luck. Hamburgers in Germany, not in England, bro. Is the Premier League only like English football teams? Is that what it is? My understanding is that football, the Premier League, was everywhere in Europe. There's 92 professional teams in English football, okay? Are you serious? So wait, so is the Premier League only English football teams? Now, now saying 4 out of 92 are coming to the States to play some random arbitrary games is wild. I don't like the idea. The Premier League is like the top. That's the league you want to be in. But that includes other teams than ones that aren't in England, right? Like that's all of Europe, right? The Premier League. Like that's what I'm trying to like understand here. So like what you're saying is that even if you're like in the bottom section of the Premier League, like near the bottom of the rankings, you're still a good team. The Premier League is made up of 20 English teams. Okay. Interesting. Dude, 92 teams in that tiny country is wild. That's like more than I want to say that feels like more than one team per province. Or sorry, more obviously. But I mean, like it feels like more than like 10 teams per province kind of like thing. It's wild that you guys have so many teams. Just like condense the teams. You'd have better players. Maybe. How do you keep up with all of them? Another sip. One. If you are 18th, 19th, 20th of the Premier League at the end of the season, you get demoted, with 3 teams from the league below getting promoted to take their place. Ah, I see. So it's a rotating kind of thing, like all the time. Has there ever been a time where, because obviously I don't know the history of football, especially in Europe. Has there ever been a time where like a team goes from like dead last to like first, or like they enter the league in like 20th and just make it all the way to like the first or second positions? Like, I don't think it'd be common, don't get me wrong, but like I feel like it'd be interesting. Really? Many times? So some teams are just slaying out in soccer, huh? Or sorry, football. I thought it'd be kind of rare. Like some like team just kind of comes in and just slays out. Wow. Since you are, so well versed in the in all things football, what team has, and it's just in case you know, like what's a team that's been in the Premier the longest? I mean, I always hear about like like about Man United, but like I don't know where they place or anything like that, or how good they actually are. Some teams that have a really bad start to the season, they completely dominate the league throughout. It's this early season jitters. I mean, you gotta think, like, even whenever you play, like, some games, like PvP games, you gotta have some warm-up matches, you know? Never start your day playing your ranked games. I learned that the hard way, but I still do it, because I can't be bothered to play more PvP than I have to. Well, either never taken out of the Premier League or has just been in it the longest. Like total amount of seasons they've been in it. Because I'm sure some, like, I'm sure every team has been demoted from the Premier League at least once. Right? Like, I would have to assume that, like, sometimes just everyone's slaying out. Or are there teams that just have never left the Premier League once they got in? I mean, to be fair, having an undefeated, or not undefeated, but having like an always top class team, never getting like, never leaving the Premier League, it wouldn't surprise me if there were still teams like those. But also, like, what's the opposite? What's a team that's never made it to the Premier League? Granted, that's more like a loaded question. I'm sure there's plenty that haven't made it. Oh, I didn't even talk about the fact that we hit 11,500. Kind of just zoomed by that. But Spy, if the way that you phrase the question helps you figure out what the answer is, then yes. Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Man United, and Tottenham. Hey, look, another ham. Have been in the Premier League the longest. Interesting. I've also heard of Arsenal. I've heard of Arsenal and Man United. And I think I might have heard of Liverpool, but I've never heard of Everton or Tottenham. Then again, I'm not in this sphere of football. I'm barely even in the sphere of soccer whenever I played it. Football, the American football was always the one I was kind of more into. That and baseball. There's been 44 teams that have never been in the Premier League. Wow. Well, I guess when you relegate it to only 20 teams, it probably makes it a little bit harder. Like, if it was, say, 25 teams, and the bottom 25 got kicked out and new ones came in, it probably would be less than 44. But, essentially, top 20 across the board, that's pretty stingent. Everton and Liverpool are rivals, which would explain why they're both in the Premier League. Is Arsenal and Man United? So are Arsenal and Tottenham. Oh, okay. Is Man United just kind of there? Like, yeah, we have no rivals because we're rivals with everyone. Man United rivals are Man City or Liverpool, depending on how you look at the teams. I have to ask, and this is coming from a place where we name everything really wacky and wild things. Man United, Man City. What? Like, come on. Man City. Like, you love the sport. I got that. I'll tell you that from you, but Man City. Rivals are mostly like which clubs are closest to each other. Yeah, the bus is just taking them down the freeway, being like, "Yeah, we're just staring at each other as we make faces at each other." Like, yeah, we're gonna win. But like over here, like with our football teams, we have like the Kansas City Chiefs, or like the New England Patriots, the Miami Dolphins, and you got like Man City. I love it. It's like the names are just they describe what they need to. They get to the point, but it just sounds so funny. Arsenal and Tottenham are rivals because they are London-based teams, but there's a few London-based teams in the Premier League at the moment. What's so bad about Manchester? Well, it's a man named Chester. Hi, Sal Char Char. It's just where the club is based. It's just funny. Like, at least be like the Man City like Badgers or something. like just calling it Man City is just funny. Man United and Man City. What about Woman City, huh? What about Women United? What about Man United? I don't know. United, not a word. Ooh, divided is the word I was thinking of. What about Man Nightclub? As opposed to being the whole city. No, I mean, technically speaking, like, American football does the same thing. Like I said, Kansas City in Kansas, Miami is in Florida. I guess New England Patriots, they're not really the entire section of New England, but same thing. Man City's nickname is the Citizens. You are not joking. I wouldn't think that you are. I mean, it could probably be something like you could tell me that Tottenham's is like the Hamsters or something. Like that's their nickname. It's just like at this point I won't be surprised. The Citizens. It's like the show was it Citizen Z or something like that, or Z Nation or something. I can't remember what the show's called. But bro, come on, we need to get some animals involved in there. Can we get like, I don't know, the Man City whales or something? Like, I don't know. The East Ham corgis. I don't I don't know. Everton's nickname is the Toffees because when your football ground was first, or sorry, bleh. When their football ground was first built, there was 2 toffee shops nearby. Sure, I named my Gyarados in Pokemon Go Gelatodos because I caught the magic card near a gelato shop. So like I feel that. Can we get like 3 lions? Are they all in a trench coat pretending to be a soccer player? Tottenham's nickname is Spurs or the Lily Whites. Silly spy. Spurs are a basketball team. Bournemouth are called the Cherries because their stadium was built on a cherry orchard. So like what I'm getting is that a lot of the nicknames come from like nearby things, but not like animals like we have. Granted, a patriot isn't an animal. There's lots of history with football club nicknames. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're in that culture, it makes sense that you would just kind of go with the flow on it and look into the history of it. I mean, you guys have been playing football forever now. Man United are called the Red Devils because they have Red Devil on their badge. Okay. That one's just kind of like self-inflicted. Still though, it's To be fair, I couldn't come up with any like clever names for things either. Like, what is it? The one of the team, like the American football teams over here, had to get their names changed for obvious reasons. But they now go by like the Commanders, which is an interesting name shift. It does feel more imposing, I will say. Or their nickname could be what animal they have on their badge. Leicester are called the Foxes because you guessed it, they have a fox on their badge. Can I get like permission from Nintendo to start a football club and have Giratina like on the badge? The American Giratinas. Mm. Though it does feel like those times are like where it's like the history isn't involved. It's just conveniently, what do you want to put on a badge? And they're like, all right, let's do this. Didn't Nintendo buy a baseball team and are currently partnering with one right now? I have no idea. The history of Nintendo is so wacky and wavy. They probably did. I mean, they started as a playing card company back in like what the 18 like the late 1800s. They made love hotels as well. Classic Japanese companies. I love that, like, love hotels are essentially just... how do I put this? It's like brothels, but the entire clientele is from outside the hotel. No one's technically partnered with the hotel. I wonder why they left that part out of their history timeline. Ooh, if you want to go down through like some crazy history timelines, there are plenty of companies that have made all sorts of crazy things at one point in time that they don't want to be remembered with. But somehow they're still kicking. They did what they needed to do to survive. But look where Nintendo is now. They're still one of the biggest companies around in general. We had to play Nintendo Switch 2 at Nintendo's new and improved Love Hotel. Featuring the Nintendo 2 Love Hotel. Or sorry, the Nintendo Love Hotel 2. Sorry, I mixed up my words all together. With new and improved graphics. I know when it comes to like the big three, obviously, you know, I see Xbox as a hardware company, I see Nintendo as a software company, and I see Sony as a multimedia company. The Seattle Mariners baseball team has a strong relationship with Nintendo, particularly through jersey sleeve partnerships and the team's history as a minority-owned team. Nintendo of America, of course, Reggie Fils-Aimé probably has something to do with that, has been the team's official jersey sleeve partner since 2025, aka this year, with the Nintendo Racetrack logo on home jerseys and Nintendo Switch 2 logo on the away jerseys. Nintendo also had a larger ownership stake in the team in the past. My god. Now, here's a fun question, Sal, because I know that you're full of random facts all the time. Is this one you're going to remember 2 years down the line and be like, guess what? You can use your joy as a blacklight. Wow. Instead of the mouse function, it's just now functioning blacklight. Sega actually sponsored Arsenal for a while. But see, here's the thing. Sega is cool. They don't always do smart things, but they are a cool company. They'll do some really outlandish things just for the sake of doing it. Garbage Island is twice the size of Texas. Hi, Mass. How are you doing today? Garbage Island? That sounds like something out of a Monkey Island like game. You doubt it? You're not interested in baseball? Really? What sports are you interested in? And the reason why I'm saying really to that is because of the Mega Baseball games, which are just goofy. I guess that's probably why you like them. Not when Arsenal played against Italian teams, because apparently Sega is slang for Italian, something naughty. Oh boy. It's a large mass of garbage, but then it can't really be called an island. Boxing? I guess that's a fair point. MMA. Yeah, you are kind of like the fighting kind of. That makes sense. What's in the middle of the ocean? Yeah, but isn't there a thing with like classifications where like islands are like connected at some point underneath them? I would think that a giant floating mass of garbage wouldn't be an island. It'd be like a garbage berg. Suddenly the UK is an island? I mean, yeah. You're not connected to any mainland. Fire Red, hello. Like, I don't remember what the difference is of classification between an island and an archipelago. Are we talking about a different kind of garbage island? No, we're talking about the UK. You're at the first time. It's in the middle of the ocean. It's across the garbage channel. I already know that Sal's probably on his way through Google right now with a dictionary of between an archipelago and an island. There it is. An island is a piece of land surrounded by water smaller than a continent. An archipelago is a chain, a group of islands. Essentially, an archipelago is a collection of islands, while an individual island is a single, isolated piece of land. Okay, so an archipelago is Hawaii. Are you even British? You don't rip on being British? I feel like everyone, no matter what country you always rip on the country that you're from. So an island is one, an archipelago is many. It's you're a great mod, you are. But also I know you because like as I was thinking about it and I didn't see you typing, I knew that you were looking it up. Listen, you like your facts. I think isn't it like pets the mod or something like that? I need to open 7 TV. Where am I going? Oh, it's all caps. Okay. Oh, I still have Shining Rivalry from Cerebi still up. Whoopsies. Something tells you no one's doing the raffles. Yeah, I shouldn't do them anymore. No one respects them. Spoiler, I'm gonna keep doing them. Alright. If you're gonna do a raffle, you should at least done a 10K one, which we're about to hit. Yeah, Spy, I appreciate all like the football information that you've been. You're fine. You're fine, Sal. I appreciate all the information you've been like sharing about football and stuff like that. I really don't know much about it, so it's always fun to know like history and stuff like that. And random shenanigans, like sending 4 random teams here for some reason. Yeah, I like having different people in here because like everybody has different like interests, and so it's fun to hear about a topic I don't know much about. You watch football your entire life, so you're happy to share information on the sport you love so much. Well, hey, feel free to share as much as you want. I'm open ears. I may not always remember because I have terrible memory, but I'm always open to like talk about things because I'll always have questions. Yes, Koki. Love you too. Are you streaming later today, Koki? Oh, you know, speaking of which, I just remembered that uh, that like someone may be streaming, and I need to be lurking because I'm an idiot and I'm a beggar. All right, there we go. You're streaming. What are you going to do today? You going to be continuing your egg hunts that have been rewarding you? Hi, Cookie Char Char. You're still gonna be hunting Charmander, I see. Okay. How many eggs are you in so far? And you haven't lost another 300, right? $850. You're Masuda, and you probably have the shiny charm, so you're a what, 5? You're supposed to be at like what, 512, I think? Or are you at 653? Like the odds, I mean. 512? Okay. Oh man. You're so close to going double odds. Fastest goal in football history was scored in just 2.1 seconds. It's not like the game start, they kicked the ball and immediately made it in. So I would assume shootouts wouldn't count for that because I don't think the timer's going for those. Or even penalty kicks. Hmm. Oh, you can be penalized for time wasting? Huh? Other than, like, stalling the ball and, like, keeping it away from the team and, like, not trying to go for scoring, how else would you waste time? So while that's answered, offline, like, away from stream, I've been going back and playing more, Legend of Dragoon, because favorite RPG. And it feels so weird playing through it, because, like, with Severed Chains coming out soon, or not soon, but with Severed Chains being worked on, they're talking about making a hard mode where it removes the timing window for the additions. And I've learned that a lot of additions I can actually do without even having to look at the screen, and I can do it with one hand. Like I know that like most people are like, let me hold the controller, but like I can literally just I can do it one handed without even having to look at the screen. It's really weird.
Cool boogie.
Cool boogie indeed. I don't know how I found this out. I was just I think I was like watching a video on YouTube and I just instinctually was just hitting the commands. Whenever I got like Flower Storm or Blossom Storm, because that's what Albert says. I had to learn that one though, but aside from that, it's really weird that like going through this game again because I so many of the achievements on retro achievements that I know these inputs, and it's gonna make a hard mode run of Severed Chains gonna be crazy. And I do hope to stream Legend Dragon again for you guys, like the Severed Chains edition of it, just to see all the improvements that they have. So I hope you guys are excited about that whenever I eventually get to that. And they eventually release it. I know that they have like a stable build right now. But I don't have it downloaded right now. But because it's kind of like they're in beta testing right now. Alright, so going back to the time wasting. Like if you deliberately delay the restart of the game, for example. Like the ball goes out, you can essentially fail to retrieve the ball, but this is harder to do because the ball boys and such. Ball boys. Boys for the balls. They can think of a better name. Like ball handler or something. Like same effect. You just you kick the ball out. Oh, ball handler. I need the ball. That's what they're called in tennis though. It's not any better in tennis. Ball boys. But there's also girls. There's also girls who handle the tennis balls as well. Ball handler is much worse. No, it isn't. It's the same. It's more gender neutral. Like ball boy, it sounds like, you know, only males can do it, but ball handler, that's any gender. Yeah, they'll be on the side of the pitch, just sat there. The ball goes up, and they retrieve it or throw out a new one. I've seen the people who handle the balls in tennis. It's just funny that they're called ball boys. Ball handler. I still think it's funnier. I mean, if you're gonna go with a funny, you might as well just go with ball handler. I don't think it sounds that bad. Ball handler. It's not like I'm calling them ball jugglers. Like, I don't know. I say commit to the bit. I'm convinced that Shiny Articuno doesn't exist. I still have hope, but like I'm convinced it doesn't exist. We're getting to the Bulbasaur levels of I don't think it's real. They sometimes get absolutely smacked in the face by the football because the players are kicking the ball at insane speed sometimes. I would imagine. I mean, I've seen some of the people on the sidelines of tennis games to get absolutely walloped. And I feel bad for them every time. I couldn't imagine, you know, having a like essentially a giant speeding ball towards your face. Do they have any kind of like I was to say speedometer, but that's not the word. You know, pretend it doesn't exist so it shows up, like pretending not to care when a game is loading so it loads faster. I don't know, I think they should meet this baseball, the soccer ball, the football, whatever. I think they should just meet it head on, just full on, just headbutt it back into play. It needs to be like the one meme with the one dude who keeps getting hit in the face during like soccer games because he's the goalie. It needs to be like that, but instead they're intentionally doing it. Just grab the ball, try to score yourself. And then once it goes in, you gotta yell touchdown. was playing soccer in high school and fell in front of the ball, and a guy kicked me in the face full force. So, ooh. Oh. I think that's a red card right there. I played soccer one time whenever I was younger. I was the goalie for the year. And I'm not sure if it's just because my team was good or the teams we were playing against were bad. But I really didn't have to do my job too often. I could sit down and just wait. Because, like, no one would ever come down to that side of the field. I had a lot more fun with baseball than I like playing it than I did when I played soccer. Remember that video? They put the goalie in a chair because he can't stand anymore, still gets hit in the face. Yeah. I don't remember his name. They gave him some like silly name. He played a surprising amount. Yeah, each sport I only played for like 1 year. No, that's not true. I played baseball for 3 years. But those were all like little league stuff. I remember the first year that I played baseball. It wasn't really baseball. It was like we were playing softball. It was just mixed gender softball. That was fun. It wasn't so fun whenever one of the batters hit the softball right back to the pitcher's face. That wasn't fun. God, what is Sterling? But I can't remember the first name. I think the last name is Sterling from the video. I don't know. You can just look up soccer or football Sterling meme, and you'd probably find it. Those videos are so funny. There's like 3 of them, and they're all funny. Dude's doing like a penalty kick or like a shootout, and the dude's just like huddled in the corner. And he's gonna go kick the ball, and like he has to bend over, tie his shoe as the guy's bracing, and then like he's like, "What's happening?" As he peeks over his shoulder, the guy kicks the ball, hits him right in the face. Those videos are so stupid. They're so funny. He was asked to manage a team one day because the actual manager was sick and thought, okay, it's gonna be easy because it's probably just a kids team or something. Nope, it was a team of men in their 30s. You were 19 at the time. Hey, why don't you take that experience and run with it? Like, you know, go manage a team. Scott Sterling, thank you. Scott Sterling, the best goalie that's ever goalied in soccer or football. I don't know, Spy. You should. I don't know. With how much you love soccer, why don't you like coach it? Not coach it, or why don't you be a manager? I know that takes money, but why not be a manager? Is that why your name is Dat Spy, because you're spying on other teams? Are you the playmaker? You'd rather play than manage? I mean, fair. A lot more fun to be doing the things rather than seeing it from the sidelines. Though sometimes the best managers are the ones who have played. Not to say many footballers have gone on to manage teams, right? I mean, like, some of the best people to manage a team are the ones who've actually played the sport and done well in it. Because you know what works and what doesn't for the most part. You know what to look for in team team formations and stuff like that. I almost said team comps. Like, you're just gonna have Reinhardt on like the enemy soccer team. You mean most, if not all, managers play for a football team, which makes sense. Perfectly good sense to me. For Watch But Soccer, I think there was a an event that was like that. So with all the events that they've had over the years, I'm pretty sure soccer was one of them at one point. It's kind of the only qualification you need for it. Have you played before? Yeah, you're hired. Lucio Ball? Yeah, thank you. I didn't play Overwatch for many a year. I played it when it launched, played it and stopped when Doomfist came out. So I remember there was a soccer mini game at one point. You love Lucio Ball? I would imagine the man who loves soccer also loved the soccer-based mini game. By chance, Spy, do you like the FIFA games? Sam, I mean, yeah, it's funny, all their mini games are phenomenal. It's just the PvP that sucks. Alright, I think at 12,000 we'll wrap up for the day. Which means we did a solid 1,000 checks. You used to play them with your older brother, but kind of got bored of them. You bought FIFA 25 on your Switch, though, and started getting back into it. Ah, yes. Let me know how FIFA 25 on the Switch 2 runs in the Love Hotel. Don't forget to turn the blacklight on as well. Gotta make sure the room is clean. I think probably one of the funnest times I had in a hotel was playing Mario Party in it some months back. It was really funny. Because of the fact that I was playing it up for no reason. It was just to have fun. I was playing up how, like, because I was racing badly. You were a diva man, you wouldn't use the mech. I am a diva, no mech man. I think there was also a, it was either an event or it was something like, with like April Fools, where like sometimes you would just spawn in as diva, not in a mech. You still find it funny that one of the last PS2 games to be released was FIFA 14? Dude, the PS2 is goated. Like, I think it's still, what, the best-selling game console ever? In part because it also played DVDs, but like, dude, the PS2 was such a goated console. I need a better GPU just so I can play more PS2 games. I want to play Fatal Frame. Like, on stream for you guys. Like, I have seen Fatal Frame 1 playthrough a handful of times, but it's been years since I watched it. So, like, all the horror elements of it will still hit me. But, dude, I want to play this game so bad for you guys. Even if I'm scared of my gourd. It's going to be like the baby from RE8, but the entire time. It is, but you feel like the Switch will overtake it at some point? I don't think so. With the state that... Don't mean to get into this, but like with the state that the world is in, there's no way that the Switch is going to reach that. Emulation? Yeah, but that doesn't... If you're talking about Fatal Frame, yeah, I need a better GPU. Also, Fatal Frame is expensive. So is Rule of Rose, another game I want to play for you guys. Also, how do you think I'm playing this? Still though, like, these two will always be a goated system. Like, well after many console generations have passed. I mean, like, I don't know what generation we're in now, but like, PS5 is a thing. I have 4 GBAs hooked up to a computer. They're all connected to my GameCube. You actually have 4 Game Boy Advances playing simultaneously, obviously. No, this is 1 Game Boy Advance. I have 4 screens embedded into it. I think emulation is always going to be a good thing, especially for preservation purposes. Want to see earlier DS? Can we guess which one? It's the one I was playing audio. One of these days, I will be able to show off my platinum save. One of these days. But you guys got to get me there. One is a Game Boy Cube, or a Game Boy Cube, a GameCube, and a Game Boy microphone. And one's just Pokemon Stadium. I hate to tell you this. One of them's just a modded Pokemon Stadium save. Sorry guys, it's been revealed. Dude, doing a rental randomizer for Pokemon Stadium, I think I would lose my mind more than I lose my mind in this. I'm playing these games in my browser. These are Flash. Exactly, Flash player. Flash player Pokemon. Ooh, just a little late there, Cookie. Who knows? I might be on coolmathgames.com. I could be on armorgames.com. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm not actually like playing on a GBA. Maybe I'm using your computer as a means to like broadcast this to you. I'm broadcasting the game to you or something. Quick switch the tab. The teacher is coming. Oh no. Okay, what is this? Hold on. There is a number that's been calling me, and I don't know why. I need to put on a. I keep getting a bunch of spam calls. I need to like have it block all spam calls. I keep getting them, it's tiring me out. Maybe no, this is really just streaming the game to our mind. Yeah, really hitting the feed. A book Cat wants me to read that I keep forgetting to not read. Wait, that I keep forgetting to read. I started reading it, then I kind of like stopped. There's something you don't have a mind. The only thing in your mind is border. Your brain is just border. Did you forget the odds, Koki? We are one. Our minds are one. We are the hive mind. Ooh. Maybe that's what I should start Monday's stream with, is the hive mind. What book? The Feed. I'll put it in chat. Let me see who it's actually by. It is by M.T. Anderson. Sometimes you think about Poggies. I know sometimes you can just like, it's almost there, you know? I remember when we had a Poggies emote. I can almost see it bouncing. Nice, Koki. Koki, how many points do you have now? I know it's still going to be a lot. I'm just curious to see how much you've gained since you've been lurking. 3.68. Apparently we have 389 people on the leaderboard. Interesting. I wonder how many of those are bots. By the way, guys, do you think I should be in the the Fire Red category or the Scarlet Violet category? Actually, what even is the Scarlet Violet right now category doing? Not Scarlet Nexus. Another game I need to play. The difference between the two, right? Scarlet and Violet has 2.7K viewers, and Fire Red and Leaf Green has 1.4K. But the follower difference is wild. Because of the fact that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is the all-encompassing like Pokemon category, it makes sense that it has more viewers. But when it comes to followers, Fire Red and Leaf Green is just shy of 1 million, and Scarlet and Violet is just shy of 500,000. It's wild to see. Pokemon Go has 1.6 million followers. Pokemon Unite has 1 million followers? Really? How does Unite have so many people? I've never seen anybody playing Unite. Or like followers, not viewers. Wild. Okay. Guys, do you think I should bring back Poggies? I miss your Unite streams. I saw you playing it from time to time. Yeah, League of Legends and Pokemon. It's just crazy that it has 1 million followers on Twitch. I don't know, I'm not much of a League of Legends like style gameplay fan. What, MOBAs? Is that what that is? Or is MOBAs more like StarCraft? I guess by that proxy, Smite would also be a MOBA. Same with Paladins. StarCraft is RTS. Oh yeah, because you're controlling units, right? Duh. I'm just thinking like the massive online part of it more so than the battle arena aspect. Whenever I said StarCraft. Wait, if we had a Beyblade video game that was online, would it be a MOBA? Could you imagine just a big arena with a bunch of Beyblades spinning around? Depends on the player count. Yeah, because it depends on if it's if it's just like 10 people, then it could be a MOBA. But if it has 60 people, now it's a battle royale. Oh boy. Fortnite has a new competition in the Beyblade MOBA coming out here soon. Dude, why is there... When's the last Beyblade game? When was the last one that was released? I see more about Bakugan than I see about Beyblade. Here's a question. Is Destiny an MMO? Yes. It's also an FPS. It's also an FPS. It's also an RPG. Destiny is so many different genres enshrined in one wrapping. The only thing that it doesn't have is like that MMOs usually have is like set bonuses, which I hope gets properly implemented in a good way when Armor 3.0 comes out. So I know that they're gonna have it, but I'm curious to see like if they're gonna be good set bonuses or if it's gonna be like your grenade charges 2% faster whenever you do damage with your grenade for 30 seconds or something silly. It needs to be like good armor sets bonuses. Why are they doing an expansion about etching? Dude, I I saw the post about how Destiny is all about edging. Like with like Salvation's Edge, obviously the Fate of the or the Edge of Fate DLC that's coming out, Eager Edge. Like ooh. It's I don't can we choose a different word? Razor's Edge. You wouldn't consider an MMO, but it has MMO like content like raids. I mean, at what point is it no longer? At what point is it not an MMO? Because I mean, MMO just stands for massive multiplayer online. That's all it stands for. So at like what point is it not massive? I mean, 20,000 people is still pretty big in the grand scheme of things. I'm doing these games individually. I'm trying to pull them up. Was that Zubat? Alright, so we're gonna start with top left. Or maybe no, we're gonna start with top right, actually. I don't know which game has the audio. The bottom left one has the audio. Maybe the new expansion is so good you only need the edge of your seat. Oh, what is it? It was like something like that was said by like Aaron from Game Grumps. It's like a show so good your logo will need the edge or something like that. It was so stupid. So they're encouraging all of the remaining players to work on their edging. Listen, the edges of my house are great. Pause balls by going upstairs. Alright, we got a last check. Nothing. Alright. Can't wait to title this one the one where we're talking about soccer and edging. Have a 20K raffle while and say go ahead and say bye to YouTube while I'm doing the outro for this. But yeah, so that was day 69 for the Shiny Living Dex. Still hunting Articuno strong. 12,000 resets, which is stupid. But oh well, we'll get my shiny burb. One way or the other. Then again, if Kai gets his Bulbasaur today, then we'll be having a split hunt next time with Magikarp and with Articuno. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But with that, I want to wrap up on the YouTube side of things and shortly on Twitch. So with that, YouTube, thank you all for coming. I'll bid you all adieu, and memento mori. Have a good one, guys.